When you have pistachios as good as these, phyllo dough and some butter, you can make the most amazing pistachio baklava. Let me show you how, and let's get started. You're gonna start by chopping 12 ounces of a good quality pistachio. Grind the whole thing finely and set aside in a bowl. This is about right. I'm gonna add to it 1.5 tablespoons of rose water, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Mix them in and set it aside. I removed the phyllo dough out of the freezer 2 hours ago and melted 226 grams of butter. I'm using European butter and this is unsalted. You can cut the phyllo dough into perfect circles, but this will create a little bit of waste. This way you can create less waste. You can trim the end pieces and patch the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. Make sure to brush a generous amount of butter between each layer. I'll be using the whole amount of butter between all the layers. I prefer to use butter or ghee in this recipe, but you can use vegetable shortening. Just melt it and use it just like the butter. This way you can keep your recipe vegan, but honestly nothing beats the flavor of butter or ghee in this pistachio baklava. And this is a 13-inch pan, cast iron. I keep on layering the phyllo dough and butter between each layer. We're gonna do about 7, maximum 8 layers of phyllo. I try to trim the edges a little bit. And with clean hands, I'm gonna add the whole thing of pistachio. And do the same thing all over again. I'm gonna add 7 more layers of phyllo dough on top of the pistachios. Make sure to add butter on top of each layer of phyllo dough. And don't be afraid to use the scraps, just like so. I'm making this baklava Turkish style. I hope you like it. It's gonna be amazing served warm with some vanilla ice cream. And if you're liking my recipes and want to see more, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you won't miss any of my recipes. And follow me on social media. The links are going to be in the description box below. All done. Now I'm going to try to tuck in the edges as best as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Brush last time with a generous amount of butter. I used the whole amount of butter, the 226 grams. You're gonna slice into thinner slices. I'm using a serrated knife here. Just like so. Reach the end. You're gonna bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes or until it becomes golden and crispy. Meanwhile, you're gonna cook the sugar syrup, 1.5 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of rose water. It's gonna add a phenomenal taste to the pistachio baklava. A touch of lemon juice and some honey. You can add 1 tablespoon of honey or you can leave it out. I'll leave all the amounts in the description box below. You're gonna let the sugar water mixture come to a boil. Let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. Add warm on top of a hot baklava. 1.5 cups of syrup should be more than enough for this amount of baklava. Garnish with finely ground pistachios. Serve warm with some ice cream or serve room temperature. It's amazing either way. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's a nice treat. And until next time, bon appétit!